Kelly Wilson, and this is Health News. The largest genetic study of mental illnesses in history has found that 5 major disorders share the same gene-based risks. The study was done by the National Institute of Mental Health. This finding gives psychologists hope in understanding what causes psychiatric disorders and how to diagnose patients more efficiently. The 5 disorders are autism, ADHD, bipolar disorder, major depressive disorder, and schizophrenia. The genetic study finished Wednesday suggests the disorders are related. These disorders we thought of as quite different may not have such sharp boundaries, said Dr. Jordan Smaller of Massachusetts General Hospital. Doctors have a variety of tests before they can diagnose a patient. The tests are based upon comparing symptoms to the DSM-V scale, which is a mental disorder manual. If we really want to diagnose and treat people effectively, we have to get to these more fine-grained understandings of what's actually going wrong biologically, said Dr. Bruce Cuthbert. A collaboration of researchers in 19 countries analyzed the genomes of more than 61,000 people. Some had one of the 5 disorders and others had none. 4 regions of the genetic code had variation, linking them to all 5 disorders. The most important finding was disruptions in 2 specific genes that regulate the flow of calcium in brain cells. This is key to how neurons signal each other. This discovery suggests that this change in a basic brain function could be one early pathway that leaves a person vulnerable to developing these disorders. This research coincides with the already acclaimed notion that different disorders sometimes overlap one another. Here are 5 healthy tips to help add years to your life. The first tip is to drink 1 glass of wine a day. This helps to cut your risk of heart disease by 40%. The second tip is to eat a soy product at least once a week. This will cut your risk of getting breast cancer by 50%. But stick to natural soy like edamame or soy milk instead of processed soy. The third tip is to reduce your stress. Stress can increase your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and obesity. The top stressor in finances for most people: keep money in a separate bank account where it won't be touched. The fourth tip is to exercise. A combination of cardio and weight training boosts metabolism and burns fat, also giving off endorphins, which increases happiness. The fifth tip is to stop smoking. New research found that women who stop smoking before 40 live a decade longer than those who continue to smoke. Bottom line, the sooner you take your last drag, the longer you're likely to live. And that's it for Health News. Now over to National News.
Hi, welcome back to National News, and I'm Justine Marshner. After evading authorities for more than 4 months, a town of Bath woman has finally been arrested. Authorities say a pregnant New York fugitive who escaped custody by jumping out a window at a Pennsylvania hospital has been charged with kidnapping a mother and baby during her getaway. The sheriff's office in Steuben County, New York, say 35-year-old Billie Jo Ribble of Bath was arraigned in federal court Tuesday. She also faces local charges relating to a burglary, stealing items worth more than $12,000, and her escape last week in Tioga County, Pennsylvania. Officials say that she assaulted the jail guard watching her, then jumped from a 3rd-story window onto a 2nd-story rooftop, where she used a ladder to reach the ground. Officials say Ribble took a Wellsboro, Pennsylvania woman and her infant hostage at knife point and forced the mother to drive her to New York. Ribble's lawyer didn't return a call seeking comment. That's it for me. Thank you for watching, and now over to celebrity news.
Hi, I'm Brooke McGann.
And I'm Katie O'Hara, and we're here with your celebrity news.
Underground basketball player who you may have heard of once or twice, Mr. Michael Jordan looks to be having some baby mama drama. Jordan is being sued by a woman who claims he fathered her 16-year-old son. The woman, Pamela Smith, is asking for a paternity test from the 5-time MVP after she claims she became pregnant after her 1995 rendezvous with the basketball superstar. Pamela wants full custody, child support, and for Jordan to pay for her son's medical expenses. She also wants to change her son's name, Taj, back to Jordan. Back in December, Taj posted a video on YouTube declaring that Jordan's his father, saying that he knows I'm his son, I just want him to be more in my life about the situation. MJ has 3 other children with ex-wife Juanita Vanoy and is set to marry Cuban model Yvette Prieto next month. When reached out to Jordan's camp, they had no comment.
Kanye West has just listed his Hollywood Hills bachelor pad on the market so he can live with Kim Kardashian, who, as everyone pretty much knows, is preggers with their baby. Kanye is listing this 3-bedroom, 4-bath, and 4,214 square foot crib for $3.3 million. In order to prepare for their baby girl in July, Kanye and Kim just put a $9 million mansion together in Beverly Hills that is a spacious 14,000 feet. They have also just announced that Kim's sister, Chloe, will be the godmother of the baby. Well, seems like they have a lot going on lately, so best of luck to them.
TV personality Joan Rivers is in some hot water after a joke she made on her E! show Fashion Police this past Monday. While discussing Oscar fashion, Joan was referring to German supermodel Heidi Klum when she said, "The last time a German looked this good hot was when they were pushing Jews into the ovens." Rivers, who is Jewish herself, isn't about to apologize for the remark anytime soon either, despite the Anti-Defamation League calling the joke vulgar and hideous. For the comedian, joking about the Holocaust is a way for her to remind people of what happened. Rivers told HLN Showbiz Tonight, "This is a way I remind people about the Holocaust. I do it through humor." The 79-year-old says that the criticism should be focused on anti-Semitism and not on someone whose late husband lost his entire family during the Holocaust. Only one thing is certain about this situation: Heidi Klum did look phenomenal.
The British fashion magazine LUK has unveiled not one, but 2 separate covers of their April 13th issue featuring Rihanna. The covers have had an attention-grabbing headline saying, "I will have a child, so let's talk Chris." Excerpts from the interview have yet to be released, but Rihanna shared her desire to become a mother and discussed her rekindled romance with Chris Brown. Fans can visit LUK's website beginning March 2nd to read excerpts from the interview. She also talks about her new fashion line that she released during London Fashion Week on February 16th called Rihanna for River Island. The collection offers a wide range of separate jumpsuits, maxi skirts with thigh-high slits, bandeau and midriff tops, leather baseball jackets, and swimsuits. Rihanna's fashion line is set to arrive in retail stores early this month.
That's all we have for celebrity news.
Now stay tuned for campus news.
Hi, I'm Shannon Clow, and I'll be letting you know what's going on with campus news today. On Monday, March 25th at 5:30, there will be a dinner to learn dining etiquette, interviewing skills, and general job strategies. It costs $5 for the 3-course meal, and both cash and checks will be accepted. The ASC will open a 300-seat residential dining facility in the new Student Life Center in January 2015. They are currently looking for help with naming the dining service, so if anyone has any suggestions, you can visit the Dining Service Facebook page under the Student Life Center tab. You can submit any ideas you have. Tickets for SUNY Cortland's Spring Fling have officially been sold out as of Wednesday, February 27th. Kendrick Lamar will perform with DJ Steve Aoki on Saturday, April 27th. And that's been all your campus news for today. I'm Shannon Clow, and now I'll pass it over to Science News.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for CSTV's Science News Now. In a stunning first for neuroscience, researchers have created an electronic link between the brains of 2 rats. They've demonstrated that signals from the mind of one can help the second solve puzzles in real time, even when those animals are separated by thousands of miles. Here's how it works. An encoder rat in Brazil, trained for a specific task, presses a release lever in a cage, knowing it will earn a reward. A brain implant records the activity from the rat's motor cortex and converts it into an electrical signal. Oh, fuck that. It was going good. I'm so sorry. This is the last one, I promise.
Perfect speech.
Yeah, I know. The timing, you're good. I like that she's doing that because that makes it perfect. I just mixed up the words. I haven't eaten lunch.
Too many excuses.
I know. I'm better at just freestyling this shit. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for CSTV's Science News Now. In a stunning first for neuroscience, researchers have created an electronic link between the brains of 2 rats. They've demonstrated that signals from the mind of one can help the second solve basic puzzles in real time, even when those animals are separated by thousands of miles. Here's how it works. An encoder rat in Brazil, trained for a specific task, presses a lever in its cage knowing it will earn a reward. A brain implant records the activity from the rat's motor cortex and converts it into an electrical signal. That signal is then delivered via neural link to the brain implant of a second decoder rat. This alone could pass as an average feat in today's advancement in science. However, this other rat is all the way in North Carolina. The second rat's motor cortex processes the signal from the mat's number one. Despite being unfamiliar with the original task the first rat was conditioned to perform, it uses that information to press the same lever. The experiment, published by Scientific Reports Daily, says that enabling real-time sharing of sensory motor information is a scientific first. And while it's not telepathy, per se, it's certainly something close. Well, that's all the time we've got for Science News Now. With CSTV, I'm Chris Fedor. Enjoy your week.